What's up, everyone? We are back, and I just want to do a quick video on some things that I think they can do to improve Last Epoch very, very easily. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into it. The first thing, and this is kind of low-hanging fruit, is the hitboxes of the bosses, especially on their attacks. There have been multiple instances, namely the biggest one I've found so far is with the boss of the Reign of Dragons timeline. It is the Necrotic Dragon. There have been times where I literally, and sorry for the flashbang, if this is the dragon and he's facing this way and he has a swipe attack that goes, he swipes like this way, I have literally died from standing like right here and like right here. And it tells you what you died from, and it literally says the melee attack from the dragon, physical damage. So this needs to be fixed, and this happened to me a couple times. I thought I was going crazy. Thought maybe I just dashed and then died or something. But I did this, I played this fight on stream, and the stream was even like, they watched it and they're like, oh no, that was definitely messed up. That should not have hit you whatsoever. It happens very often. Same thing with the Black Sun boss. He has this void pie chart thing where you have to kind of run around the arena, and it explodes underneath you. And there was a couple times where I was blatantly not in it, and it hit me anyways. And another one while streaming, the chat was like, no, that was definitely another one. They definitely need to look at that crap. So they really need to fix that. I am not a programmer or a developer. I don't know how intensive that is, but I feel like it's not too crazy hard, and it really takes you out of the experience and just really pisses me off. So I hope that they fix that. Oh, also this dragon's breath attack will hit you in like incredibly odd angles. That doesn't make sense. So I guess just start with this one, please. Start with this dragon boss over here. And drive me nuts. Now, the next one has to do with the Circle of Fortune faction, which is the solo self-found faction. Now, do not get me wrong. I love this. This is brilliant. I love everything about it, except for two things that I don't know what the hell they were thinking. The first one being the amount of favor it takes to get the last rank, namely the last two ranks. I still have not gotten the last rank, and I have gotten a level 100 character, played that for probably 10 more hours, and then got a level 80 character, and I still just barely, well, now I'm about 66% of the way there. They need to knock this down probably a good 30-40% at least. I think the vast majority of people are not going to get this. I just think that's a shame. I don't think it should be easy, and they should get it within like a week of playing. But for someone like me that plays all the damn time and does this as a part-time job, this is absolutely ridiculous. I think they need to tone that down. Now, the second thing that has to do with the Circle of Fortune has to do with, well, let's start. This full set drop chance, one, maybe even just having this, and two, the fact it's a tier 9 is such a bad decision. Like, just garbage. Like, I understand that it sounds really cool, and when they were thinking this, they were like, what if when one set drops, the whole set drops instead? And I bet they were just like, whoa, that'd be crazy. Yeah, except it's worthless, okay? I checked like 12 maxroll.gg builds just to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. None of them use any of the set items or any of the sets, and the fact it's a level 9 rank reward is ridiculous. Because not only have I found most set items by the time I get this, but by the time you're here and just farming, the sets are pretty much worthless. This is pretty much a worthless node. Now, maybe if they put it lower on the list, it would be better, so you can kind of find it earlier when the sets might be useful. But even down here, you aren't going to be using these items pretty much ever. So I would either drop this down, or better yet, get rid of it. And what would I replace it with? Well, I would do another legendary potential chance, because honestly, what this is just doing, that it feels like, is giving you a ton more items with one legendary potential. I would do this again, but make it so that legendary potential 2+ have an even greater chance, because I get that the legendary potential uniques that are level 3 and level 4 are supposed to be very rare and very power creepy, but I think maybe making legendary potential 2 a little bit more viable, so you aren't getting just a 25% chance of getting the node that you want. And you could say, well, use an exalted with 4 good nodes. So you always are guaranteed that you're going to get at least one good one because all 4 of the affixes are good. Don't waste a 4 good affix exalt on a legendary potential 1 unique. That's just that I just wouldn't do that unless you're quitting the game soon or you're like, caution to the wind, I'm just gonna start doing it. So I would just drop this completely and just make another one of these and make it a little bit more powerful. I think that would make a world of difference for people that are really trying to push the boundaries of some of these builds. And the last thing, and I think this is kind of a minor gripe, the grind from 70 to 90 feels a little bit slow. I think they should bump that up about maybe 10, 15, maybe even 20%. I get with ARPGs, hitting maybe like level 90 to 100 should always feel like a grind, and it does, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I think from 70 to 90, or maybe even just if they did 70 to 80, starts to feel really slow, especially since I am very often, like now, doing level 90 monoliths at like level 80, so you can already tell you're kind of falling behind on that. Not a huge big deal, doesn't ruin the game for me or really make me angry, just something that I've noticed playing this now for about 200 plus hours. Not just this cycle. I think I played this cycle about 60 or 70 hours, and the previous time in the game being about 120. You can kind of feel it, so I think they should up that just a tad. And those are just the 3 things I can think of off the top of my head. I thought there might be more that come to me, but honestly, I really like this game, and I've really enjoyed it, so I can't think of anything they really need to change. Well, I could think of things they need to change, but they're probably bigger, more wider changes. These are some simple things I think they could do a lot quicker. Now, I have not played the merchants side of things. I still hold true, even though some people in the comments disagree, that if you are min-maxing a build and you really want to get level 3 and 4 legendary potential of certain items, merchants faction is a no-brainer. I think Circle of Fortune is a little bit more fun. If you do not like trading, it's obviously more fun because you do not have to trade. But if you're looking to min-max a build and you are going to be playing this cycle for the long haul, Merchants Guild is a no-brainer to absolutely start with, opposed to the, or at least after you play the Circle of Fortune for a little bit, switching to Merchants Guild pretty quickly after. But keep in mind you cannot use the items, which is why I've not switched to the Merchants Guild, because a lot of the stuff, not so much on this character, but on my level 100 Blade Dancer, more than half of my equipment I would not be able to use if I switched factions. So that's it, everyone. Make sure you get liked and subscribed on here, and go follow on Safe or on twitch.tv to have /SafeOnTalk, where we will be hanging out, streaming Last Epoch and Final Fantasy Rebirth this week and all that. But yeah, come hang out with us. I appreciate it, and we will catch you on the next one.